What's up, guys? It's your girl, Mac Cox with Maccouture Crafting. Welcome to day 3 of Quilt In with Soul Week. What we're doing is I've had the opportunity to pull my own 3-yard kits from 3-yard quilts. And I'm very excited about it. I'm using fabric from Quilt In with Soul, and they specialize in African prints. So, yes, we have 4 quilts coming to you this week, all done with African print fabrics. So exciting. So the one behind me is the Stepping Stones pattern, and I'm calling this quilt 90s African vibe because that's what it gives me. It gives me like a 90s, I don't know, like a 90s feel, like Saved by the Bell-ish. I don't know. Really, really like it. This is absolutely one of my favorites out of the 4. My absolute favorite will be debuted on day 5. So please keep watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You'll be able to get all these kits from Facebook, which is where they are selling these kits. I will leave the information in the description bar. This is going to be called 90s African Vibe, and this is using the Stepping Stones pattern. The pattern will come with the kit, and the kit makes this top. You'll still need to get some fabric for the back. I did a whole video showing you some of the fabrics that they have available, and then you can go through Facebook and see more of the fabrics that they have available for the back if you'd like to choose that adventure. So this right here is going to be your number 1 focus fabric. Next to it is going to be that white fabric is going to be your number 2, and then next to that will be your fabric number 3. And that's the order that I used when doing the Stepping Stones pattern. Yes, this is busy, but it kind of gives like a masculine vibe. I really, really like this. I really like the 90s theme. You guys will probably be seeing a lot of this behind me because you know what? I like this guy. It's definitely one of my favorites. So please continue watching, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. That's right. 5 videos this week. I'll see you tomorrow. This has such a 90s vibe. I think Saved by the Bell every time I look at these. So here we are, my fabric 1, 2, and 3. And this fabric, again, this is something different. That pattern, that motif that's on there, it's different. It's a trip. I like it though. I like the color stories. I like that it gives off a kind of a masculine vibe to me. Definitely busy is I don't know what, but I liked it. I liked it so much. So here are all the fabrics stacked up for you. Now let's get into cutting this number 1 fabric. Again, this is a really simple 1 block is pieced, 1 block is not kind of thing. And so you just need to cut some big blocks out of your fabric number 1. Now I can't give you the sizes of these because this is not my pattern. This is a 3-yard quilt pattern, and you will be getting the pattern with the kit. Look at this guy. Definitely one of my favorites. Now, like I said, if you were to move this ruler, you know, like an inch to the right, an inch to the left, or you twisted this because they're squares, you come up with something completely different. And that's the fun thing about these. I love being able to use 1 yard of fabric and come up with a whole quilt top, including your binding. That's just crazy to me. And this is actually the color. This number 2 is the one that shows up on the binding per the directions. Now, with the bindings, you can do your own. A lot of people do like 2.5-inch strips. This is economy binding. So you're going to take a 1.25-inch strip and do some special things with it, and it comes up pretty cool. If you want your binding to match exactly from the 3-yard quilt and you don't want to buy more fabric. And there you have it. Pressed it open, and because we're not matching seams, actually that's not true. For this one, I believe we were. You are going to end up matching. And so I want to say you need to press your seams toward the center, the black one. And then for this one, you're going to press your seams towards the opposite direction. So these seams do need to nest because of the way that this block goes together. So here I'm pressing it towards the black. I see. I love the way that, but then I'm a black and white fabric girl. So I like the way that these match up together. They're the exact same print. One's in black, one's in white. You can actually find this print. It's a Michael Miller print. And It is gorgeous, but it's black and white. It's my thing. You guys know how that goes. So you see how these are going to need to match up. And there you have your block. It is just that simple. And this is how it's going to lay out. One on one side, one on the other. And it doesn't matter which direction you press your seams for this once you open it, because there's nothing to match up. But you want to be sure that your strips are going in the opposite direction. So, and here it looks like I have an identical block, which, you know, is cool. Not a big deal. And don't forget to rotate these around so that you really get a kind of eclectic vibe to it. Or you can keep it going straight, but lay them out before you sew them, just so that you can kind of see what your quilt is going to do before you sew it together, because you might have some that are identical right next to one another. You just lay it out. I think it's better to look at it and rotate them around as opposed to just standing here and sewing one in the other, then one in the other. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when I laid mine out. Here it is. And then I played with it a little bit. I moved some around. I didn't want two of the ones that look like eyes next to each other. Want to spread out the color. That orange and yellow only shows up one time when you cut this. I'm like, oh my goodness. You know, it's so different. I had a ball with it though. This is absolutely one of my faves. One of my family members was looking at it and they were like, I don't like that one, but somebody will. It's for somebody. I was like, oh, it's for me. I'm that person. I am that person. I like it. It's busy. It's no place for there's a place for your eye to rest, but you've got to have an eye that's okay with the busy. So I'm cutting these down to make the borders, and I'm glad that I was able to get some different variations from this pattern for the borders. And for this, I just sewed it down. And I probably will be doing my borders a little differently. I'm noticing that I'm getting a little bit of stretch and give and ruffling, and there's a way to do borders, and I haven't taught myself to do them properly just yet, but it's coming. I'm doing this the way that the pattern tells you to. However, I realize that going forward I can probably do something a little better with my borders. And this is what it looks like when it's all sewn together. It is gorgeous. And then I did, of course, a panel on the back. You can get this panel too. And my very last quilt on Friday, I show you guys how to put the panels on the back. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. And here are a couple more videos if you'd like to hang out with me some more. See you tomorrow. Please keep watching for the rest of the series. Thank you. Bye-bye.